Sports Day is brought to you by Barton Community College. Explore your future and get started now. Visit gobarton.com.
Okay, Sports Day in 3, 2, 1.
I mean, they deserve credit, but we got to play better defense. I mean, there was one here late where we got two guys on the block. They don't talk through the switches. We got to communicate a lot more. And man, we spent a lot of time watching film and everything like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's our main focus. Everything in practice, everything is defense. We win the game on the defensive end. I mean, we plot a game in the defense and not scoring more than the other team, but holding the other team to less points than us. That's kind of our focus. So
the Hoisington Cardinals put a wrap on the 24-25 high school basketball season on Tuesday night, and they split the Hoisington Lady Cardinals falling to Halstead by a score of 63-26.
Smoky Valley traveled to Larned on this Tuesday evening, and it was a sweep for Larned.
We just want them to finish strong. We're not trying to look too much ahead, but one game at a time, and we just got to get Kobe first. And if we get that one, it's a huge one.
Our first half wasn't that great. We're down a lot. And then the second half, we came out really strong. And even in overtime, we still kept playing strong to the very end. I want to see how everything ends up. I want to see what place we end up at, and where we're going to be playing our first playoff game.
Nervous, as always, but overall, stuff was good. Got out of my mechanics there for a second, but felt like I found it pretty quick.
It's almost like having a false sense of confidence, and you try and eliminate all the negative thoughts and all the previous outings that didn't go so well. And
yeah, I'm not sure how Coach answered that. How we left at the end of the season is that he was fired up. He has one more year under contract, and I still think he has that fire and desire to play. And as far as I'm concerned, there is no deadline. I think we left it as he'd be back, and we're excited to get him back and get him going.
And good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Day on 1590 KBGB and 95.5 FM, the talk of the town. Welcome in. It is the Wednesday Sports Day show. Steve Webst with you from Mail Money Management Studios today, and I'm not alone. Well, I'm never alone because our executive producer, Landon Winkler, is in the room, but Landon doesn't say too much. Of course, I don't have his mic on either. But we have a guest host today. Yes. Hello. Hey, it's the Great Ben Rex Show.
It's the Great Ben Rex Show at 12:30.
Garrett Fitzpatrick is in with us today, and Garrett's kind of over. He's our executive producer. We're going to have a crowded studio today.
Yes, we are.
As we are going to welcome in the 5 state qualifiers for the 4A State Girls Wrestling Tournament. It gets underway in Salina on Friday. And they're going to be here, and you kind of made this happen, and I really appreciate it.
No problem.
So, you're executive producer today, and you can chime in anytime you want.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
How about that?
Anytime you want.
Hey, big shout out to all the wrestlers this week in Made State. Everyone.
Did you ever wrestle in high school?
I did not. We really didn't have a wrestling program. We did, but I didn't really know anyone. Went to Garden City JUCO first and started met up with some wrestlers and started following them a little bit. And that's pretty cool. And then a couple of them went to Fort Hays when I transferred up there, and I got to know the wrestlers and kind of liked the sport. It was kind of pretty fun. And then my oldest kid, he was like 7 or so, said, I want to go wrestle. And I just thought to myself, this will last like one time or so. And, he's still coaching wrestling at Larned right now, so he's been doing it for a long time. And after I got to know the sport, man, it's a demanding sport, and I tip my hat to anyone that does it. Cause
I will put wrestling up there, and I will put swimming in the same one.
Mm-hmm.
As far as using every stinking muscle in your body.
Yeah.
And swimming the same way.
Yeah.
I mean, and the other thing is, it's you.
Yeah.
You can't say, well, I tell you what, we'd have won the game, but Garrett, he didn't pass me the ball. Or
exactly.
It's on you.
It's on you.
It's on you. You're going out there, and either you're going to win or you're going to lose.
Yeah, and like regional championship, it's, when they put you down on one mat, or the state championship, one match, and you got the whole facility looking at you, and then you throw in the weight. I mean, that's just, it's a whole other aspect of the sport that people, unless you have had a wrestler in your house or whatever, you don't really understand the pain. And
Oh, yeah. So we're going to talk wrestling today. We will have Tegan Walker, Miranda Nolde, Kara Herbert, Maya Munden, and Paisley Weisbrod in the studio today. Also on the show, we'll talk Great Bend Lady Panther basketball. How about this to end the season? Okay. Let's see. Last night they took on the number 1 ranked team in 3A, who Kendall Brugan's pretty good.
Yes, she is.
And they left town with a 20-0 record. So now they head to Hayes Friday to take on Hayes High, who's 19-0.
Yeah, I mean,
this is an easy way to end the season.
Right. So with a young team, yeah.
So we'll talk with Jade Winter. Also, she's going to be joined by freshman Callie Umphris. This is Rec Day. What is
Hey,
this?
Callie's going to be here.
Yeah,
All right.
Okay. Also, Denver Ringo, who was a junior Denver Ringo, who's coming back from an injury. She didn't get to play this year, but she's getting a lot closer and kind of talk about how hard that rehab has been for Denver coming back. So, and also the voice of the Tigers, Gerard Walbrock. He's got a basketball game tonight. They take on the Lopers of Nebraska Kearney.
Any day's a good day when you beat a Loper.
Oh, yes. There's all kinds of sayings with that. Okay, let's get to our sounds the past 24 hours or so. Kyle Cree, after the Panthers last night, lost at home to Heston by the score of 54-40. Great Bend is undefeated against everyone in the Western Athletic Conference, everyone in 5A, everyone in 6A. Man, the CKL's been tough. That game last night was so much like the game against Haven in Game 4 of the season. Haven won that game 53-41. Heston wins last night 54-40. They had a great defensive plan. They slowed it down a little bit. They rebounded with the Panthers, and they're a deliberate team, but they use the shot clock down, and they take a shot, and then they get the rebound. That's something Great Bend has dominated on this year. Let's see. Great Bend's been out-rebounded twice this year, Garrett.
I was just going to say, didn't you say this last night?
Yeah.
By the CKL?
Yep.
Yeah.
And those are the only 2 losses of the season.
Yeah.
Wow, it was 19-7. Swathers outscored the Panthers in the third quarter. Kyle Cree pretty frustrated last night, but he's got to regroup the troops as they will be in Hayes on Friday to take on the Hayes High Indians. They beat Dodge City last night, so that game will be for the Western Athletic Conference title. Great Bend's already shared. They've got a share of it, but who wants to share with Hayes?
No, I don't think either one of them want to share anything.
But if Hayes would win, they would share the crown. Panthers trying to win their first title since 2020, and it'll also be because they lost last night. Panthers need a win so they can go ahead and sew up the number 1 seed in 5A West. So they
Hayes High Gym's going to be rocking, I think, Friday night.
Oh, it's a final game
in a small gym.
In a small gym. And it's a gym. They don't have a name for it, Panther Field House. It's just a gym.
Historic Panther Field House.
Historic Panther Field House.
That's another story for another day. We got to determine what historic actually means.
It means there's a lot of games been played in there. Okay. It was so cool last night when Heston players came walking in. And, I mean, they played it. Heston's got a nice gym. And it's not just like a regular gym. I mean, the way the seating is kind of in the corners and behind it, it's a cool place to play basketball. And when their boys came in, they were looking around and they're saying, man, this is cool.
Cool. It is a neat,
Yeah. And they came and played in it.
Yep.
Very well. Okay. So Great Bend and Hayes on Friday. Kyle Cree will be in studio tomorrow, hopefully bringing a couple players to get you ready for that game. All right, and Reed Friesen, he's pretty good, 6'6", scored 18 points, pulled down 12 rebounds last night, talking about their defense. They haven't given up over 45 points all year. Maybe it's one of those, the train's coming, we should have known.
Yeah.
But their defense was just out. Team defense last night was
we've had the pleasure of just seeing him play for a few years now. So, like my son came last night, like I said earlier, he came to see Heston get beat because we've never seen it. Unfortunately, we've still never seen it.
Yeah, still never seen it. Okay, Mike Hesher had the call last night on 100.7 Eagle Country with the game wrap last night. Hoyston boys beat Halstead 69-48. The girls lose to second-ranked Halstead 65-27. And the Lady Cardinals will play at Holcomb tomorrow in the first round of the 3A Scott City Sub-State. Boys travel to Southwestern Heights for their quarterfinal game on Friday. The Larned boys pick up a win, 41-34. Girls win 61-32. and both the Larned boys and girls teams will be on the road in the first round of Sub-State. All right, other basketball last night. 1A sub-states underway. The boys were playing last night. Maxville advanced. They beat Kinsley 61-47. La Crosse over Osborne 84-26. Ingalls 47. Stafford 37. Cheyenne over Chase 63-30. Central Christian goes to Otis last night and ends the Cougars season 58-49. Wallace County beat Pawnee Heights 64-31. Victoria over Natoma 84-14. All the statewide results are available at grapeandpost.com. Barton Cougars have softball. They do have softball coming up, yes. Yes, it's sophomore night tonight. Barton hosting the Colby Trojans at the Kirkman Center. That was assistant coach Annie Casongo talking about the Lady Cougars, who have a favorable schedule, but they've got to take care of business, so they will be able to host a first-round game in the Region 6 tournament and take it one game at a time. That's a pretty good mantra to say, as it's Colby tonight. They beat Colby in overtime on the road earlier this season. They get them tonight. Independence, who's won like one game on Saturday, and then they close at Coffeyville next Wednesday. Women play first tonight at 5:30, followed by the men at 7:30. Cole Rife's pregame on B104.3 The Point starts at 5:15. Kansas State plays tonight. The old consistent catch, right? They lose 6, they win 6, they've lost 3.
But how about that baseball team? You said I could interrupt any time.
with the same sporting type thing.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. K-State will try to end a 3-game losing streak tonight when they take on UCF. 6 o'clock tip tonight on ESPN+. Big 12 last night, Cincinnati beat Baylor 69-67. Iowa State loses to Oklahoma State in Stillwater, 74-68. West Virginia over TCU, 73-55. All right, Royals. Cole Reagan's made his debut on Monday, 2 scoreless innings. Talking about how he felt. He was nervous going out there for the first time. And Lucas Ursig, he gets in shape physically for the season, but he was talking about the mental aspect if you're a reliever. There's going to be a day that you get lit up or blow a save or blow a hold or short memory.
Yeah.
How can you do that? Would you want to be a relief pitcher?
Tough job. I tried to be one because I wasn't good enough to be a starter, so they threw me on the bullpen.
Were you a long relief guy?
I was any relief I could get.
Former 4 Days Tiger.
Coach Hammocky, you bet you.
He was a fun coach, wasn't he?
Oh, he was an amazing coach. Hats off. One of the best guys I've ever known.
How did that recruitment go?
Well, I was there when Tom Mann, the coach, before him was there. Matt Elliott and Matt Hutchison were actually the coaches, and Tom was the figure. But then Coach Hammocky came, and I was already there, so he was stuck with me. But, I can't say enough about Coach Hammocky.
He's changed the whole fortunes of
I really think he very well could have saved baseball at 4 Days. I mean, it was struggling, and I think, I don't know anything for sure, but I just think if he would have failed, that program might have been, I don't know. Who knows? Amazing guy.
Yeah, they went on, and of course, then he went out, and Bob Fernelli came in. And
after that, it took off again.
It still frustrated Curtis a little bit that he couldn't fix the baseball program. I mean, it's solid.
Yeah.
But, I mean, going to the World Series like they did in 2000.
I just talked to him the other night, and he mentioned the exact same thing. It's just something he wishes he could get changed.
How about Houston's Tony Moore's batting leadoff?
I was just going to say, started the season batting 9-hole. If here's a kid that really, I don't think got recruited kind of by anyone, and Fort Hays kind of said, come on, we'll see. And I know he played summer baseball here with the old Bombers team, and really opened some eyes on some of the guys that I think know baseball, and said, that kid can play.
Hesh was telling me he had the game-winning hit the other day.
Yeah,
so.
And now he's batting leadoff, batting, I think, 375, maybe the last I seen, but, yeah. Hat off to him, man. Compete and go get you a spot.
Hey, Barton baseball finally got to play games yesterday. How about that?
Yeah. Scored a couple runs, I think, didn't they?
Poor old Tabor Blue Jays.
JV.
Yeah, it was a JV. Yes, exactly. 17-0, 15-1. They'll do it again today, single 7-inning game at 2 o'clock out at Lawson Biggs Field. And Brett Veach at the Scouting Combine, also known as the Underwear Olympics. Talking about 35-year-old Travis Kelce, who's been mulling over whether to retire or make another run. It's always hard to say goodbye. Maybe not as hard if you're taking the pounding and beating, but, man, he's a competitor. If they want to bring him back, he doesn't have to practice all the time. Don't make him the number one option all the time.
Yeah.
Bring him back on a friendlier contract. But
Well, yeah. I don't know. It was like, okay, if they get beat, is he done? If they would have won, would he been done? Was he going to come back no matter what?
And I always love these things when a person's making a decision like this and everybody's trying to make it for him. Well, he's a step down and retire. Except maybe Aaron Rodgers should just call it quits right now. But that's just mine. And we didn't have a sound on this one. Man, did you see what Diana Taurasi did in her career?
I did not.
She retired yesterday after winning her 6th Olympic gold medal at the Paris Games. She finished her WNBA career with 10,646 points. That was nearly 3,000 more than second-place Tina Charles. She led UConn to 3 consecutive national titles and kept winning after the Mercury select. I don't follow the NBA that much. I just know Diana Taurasi was a heck of a competitor. And they have labeled her the White Mamba because she grew up watching the Black Mamba play. Yeah. Anyway, Diana Taurasi, man, she was a baller.
Hats off. Congratulations on your career.
So there you go. Sounds the past 24 hours. Busy studio here today. We're going to start talking basketball with Jade Winter, and then we've got wrestlers coming into the studio. I've learned that you don't call them wrestlers.
There you go.
It's wrestling.
We're in the same season, though. This is my one and only appearance, I think, on the show.
Well, I don't know, okay. Oh, what's K-State baseball doing besides playing games right now?
They're playing good. They knocked off, I think, 3 top 25 teams here, and they're playing well.
Here we go.
That's hard for me to say, really hard for me to say. Huskers aren't playing that well.
Oh, and then there's that Husker thing.
They have 3 Barton players on that team, though. Husker baseball team does.
Listen, I've got a son-in-law that's a Nebraska. He flies a Nebraska flag. And you're a Met fan, too, so, yeah, you're right. You're done.
Yep.
Okay. Sports Day today brought to you by Eller Automotive Repair, where they specialize in wheel alignments, oil changes, general maintenance for all makes and models of small cars and trucks. Equity Bank, here when you need them. Bank local, save big with in-person banking and business banking. Visit equitybank.com. And Freedom Claims Management, innovative healthcare plans for your business. Let them take care of everything for you from start to finish, and continued support. They have you covered. Sports Day rolling on after this.
Community bankers should actually know your community. Hi, I'm Sean Powelson, president of your local Equity Bank. As someone who lives here, I know many of you, and I know what's important to you. I've been in the industry a long time, and I've helped many navigate through financial challenges and lead them to financial opportunities. I believe that people bank with people, so I'd like to invite you to stop by one of our region's 5 locations and meet our friendly, helpful staff. Let us show you our commitment to serving you and our communities. Because at Equity Bank, we're right here beside you. Member FDIC.
C&E Doors, this is Eddie.
Papa, what are you getting me off for Valentine's Day?
Well, Hadley, February is the month of love, and nothing shows love like a new garage door.
You're not just saying that because you own the company, are you, Papa?
Well, maybe a little, but honestly, a new garage door can really brighten up the home.
So, what are you getting me off for Valentine's Day?
You go, Hadley.
C&E Doors. Follow the orange sign south of 10th and Harrison, Great Bend.
Take your passion for creating magic behind the curtain to new levels with Barton Community College's Technical Theater program. This new program is designed for students to learn how to create breathtaking light shows, run a state-of-the-art soundboard, and build captivating sets. Unleash your creativity and earn an associate's degree to build the skills you need for a career in theater. Now enrolling for the fall semester. Learn more at techtheater.bartoncccc.edu.
Now, in its
second decade. It's Sports Day on 1590 KBGB and 95.5 FM. Presented by Barton Community College and the Cougar Athletic Department.
Sports Day also brought to you in part by the American Plains Co-op Bulk Fuel Department, featuring number 2 clear diesel, bulk fuel, E10 fuel delivery, and all your lubricants and fuel supplies. Also, the Great Bend Rec Commission, dedicated to improving our community and the lives of its individuals. Time to talk Great Bend Lady Panther basketball. Head coach Jade Winter in with us today. Also, freshman Callie Umphris and junior Denver Ringo. Thanks for coming in today, guys.
No problem.
Okay. Is this the way you set it up? The end of the year, okay, what we want to do, we want a combined record of 38-0 of the teams that we're playing right now. But that's the way it is. You've got Hayes coming up on Friday. Last night against McPherson, I thought your kids played really, really hard against a very, very good team, Jade.
Yeah, I thought so too. And, it's hard even just going into a game knowing that the teams that we are going to play don't have any losses. But we kind of have to have that mentality of we have nothing to lose and they have everything to lose.
Doesn't Cassie have like a COVID year or something? I mean, the Cassie Elligood that started the season to the end of the year, I mean, I think she's got a chance maybe for some all-conference. I don't know. She really came on, and I thought she played as hard as anybody last night.
Yeah, she's definitely improved, and I think she's kind of realized that, she doesn't have very many games left, so she's just got to go full speed all the time.
Okay, Alex Mayers had a pretty good game last night.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
How's she improved over the season?
She's just a go-getter. We tell her, we'd rather have you make mistakes at full speed than make them kind of just being hesitant, and she's kind of taken that, and she's gotten better in making less mistakes going full speed.
Okay, you get Hayes coming up on Friday. What's the mindset going into that as you have it today and tomorrow to prepare for 19-0 Hayes?
Just kind of, we have nothing to lose, Hayes definitely has some athletes that are good at basketball. They are skilled. They work together as a team, but their offense for sure can be broken down into pieces and can be stopped. It's their defense, and we just can't shoot ourselves in the foot.
Talking about these two young ladies you brought in with us, we'll start with the freshman. It's always amazing. The card comes up. Oh, it's the Great Bend Rec Commission. Imagine that. Okay. Tell me about what you've seen from Callie this year.
Callie's just been great as a freshman. She doesn't get very many varsity minutes, but in JV, she does great. She always talks, always encourages her teammates, shoots the ball whenever we tell her to shoot, whether she's ready to shoot it or not. She'll just shoot it.
Hey, I like it. Bombs away, Callie. Keep it up, okay?
That's how it was in Junction City when she made that three. We just told her, hey, Callie, shoot it. And she just looked at us like, what? And then shot it, and it went
in. Nice shot at Salina Central. Tell me about your freshman year, Callie. How's it gone for you?
It's been pretty good. But
What's the hardest adjustment for you, coming in and joining a team as a freshman and trying to make do?
I don't know, honestly. There's...
yeah, get right up close to the microphone. There you go. We'll come back to you, okay?
Think about that question, Callie.
And then comes Denver, who was on the team this year but couldn't, and coming back from a severe knee injury. And Denver, I know, talking to your pop following, going through all of this, it's been a journey, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Talk about how it's come and when it's happened, and where are you at right now in your recovery from the knee injury?
So right now, let's see, actually about a couple weeks, I go back for hopefully my last functional test, and then I'll see my doctor the same week. So I mean, as of right now, there's a chance I'll be able to come back for softball. But basketball, they told me a full 9 months, so not until the summer. But I'm doing very well. I'm sprinting. I'm able to cut, jump a little bit. The single leg jumps though are not what I want, but it's okay. I just keep working hard at it, and yeah.
How much confidence? I never had a serious knee injury. I didn't move fast enough or do anything athletic enough to injure my knee, but the confidence point of it is to know that, okay, it's fixed. I can kind of push it a little bit.
Yeah. See, I think my confidence right now is growing because at the beginning of this whole recovery process, I was like, I can't do it. Like that was my whole mindset. But now I'm like, I can do this, and it's like I know everything will be better in the end. And it's like, yes, I will probably be wearing a knee brace next year, but like I know that nothing can happen. Like I have a new ACL, but it's like it's just one of those things where some accidents can happen and something bad can happen again, but I have full confidence in myself.
Yeah, I was talking about the physical battle, Denver, but what about the mental battle to come back from something like this? Because I know there's a lot of disappointment when it happened for you.
The mental battle, it was really, really hard at the beginning because I really didn't I felt upset because I couldn't play anything, and I'm like a very active person, and I was like, when am I ever going to be if I'm going to be 100% again? Like, I just had all these doubts, but my brain right now it's about an 85% to almost 100, so.
What part has your pop played in you coming back and getting healthy?
Oh God, he's been probably my biggest inspiration this whole time. He's been encouraging me to keep pushing and trying to get me to keep doing all the things I love to do and get me back in softball. Like last week I went and practiced a little bit, but he's been a big help in this because he's gone through it, but he's really helping me a lot.
Callie, what kind of teammate is Denver, even though she didn't have the uniform on this year?
Oh, she's great. She's always on the side, encouraging and stuff, even if she can't play.
Jade, I know you could have used Denver this year for sure, but talk about what you've seen from this young lady going through the off season. I mean, during the season when she was part of the team, but yet she wasn't playing.
Yeah, we always joke with her that she could suit up. Why not? Just suit up, Denver. We don't have to put you in. But she's been great, even in practice. She's sitting there, still talking to everybody, still encouraging them. She's been getting in some drills, trying to get her conditioning back up, which is great.
Yeah.
Denver.
Oh, I love running so much.
It is a favorite. So, were you able to try on those warm-ups last night?
So, I did try on the pants. I didn't try on the top, but I tried on the pants, and ripping them off is, oh my, it's so hard. It's
where you found those or what box they were in the storage, but they look cool last night.
Yeah, I even started joking that we should get new ones, but just like we had, but the newer version. And the girls were like, absolutely not.
What do you think of those things last night, Callie? Do you like them?
They were fun, but they were definitely a little big.
They were at that. I don't know if they were really trendy right now, but I thought, but trendy sometimes is throwback, isn't it? I mean, okay, all right. So Denver's look ahead. Softball season is coming up. How the Lady Panthers going to be?
Oh, I think we'll be really good this year. We did lose some seniors, but I think we'll manage. The beginning may be a little rough because I don't know when we'll all be fully as a team together again, but I think we'll be really good.
Callie, you come from a stick and ball family, right? Okay. Yeah. So I imagine you're softball too?
Yes.
So you ready to go for that as well?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, we've got to take care of some basketball first. Going to be traveling, looks like Seaman or Andover.
Hopefully Andover.
Okay.
I just don't want to sit on I-70 for that long.
So we've got to root for Piper? Yeah, okay. All right, very good. Guys, thanks for coming in today. Denver,
I
great story.
I also have one question for you. Would you like us to sing a happy birthday song to you?
I would love it. Okay. I wanted the whole Panther Fieldhouse to do it, but no one even knew. So, okay, all right, okay, stand by. Okay, I've got this.
Denver's got it.
Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Steve. Happy birthday to you.
You guys are awesome. Thank you, guys. Got a tear in my eye right now. Thanks for coming in. Sports Day continues. Talking wrestling up next.
From the Mayo Money Management Studios, 1590 KVGB, Great Bend, and 95.5 FM K238CK, Hoisington.
Central and Western Kansas residents, are you looking for a new vehicle? Marmy Auto Group can make it happen. Marmy Auto Group includes Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep and Ram, Chevrolet, and GMC. Marmy Auto Group, your Central and Western Kansas dealer, has new and pre-owned vehicles, or we can special order your vehicle today. If your existing vehicle needs serviced, Marmy's award-winning service department can help. Come to Marmy Auto Group on 10th or marmys.net. Marmys, make it happen.
If you're needing a healthcare plan for your business, let the experienced and dedicated staff at Freedom Claims Management Incorporated customize a health insurance plan that fits your business's need. Regardless if you're a large corporation or a small business on Main Street, Freedom Claims Management Incorporated can help you provide your employees with great health coverage at an affordable cost. Visit freedomclaimsinc.com where you can schedule a free, no obligation health assessment today. Freedom Claims Management Incorporated in Great Bend.
Hey everyone, this is Cole Ryan, voice of the Barton Cougars. Attending sporting events for Barton Community College is great, but did you know you can support the athletic teams even further by getting involved with the Cougar Booster Club? The Boosters help with fundraising for equipment and facility upgrades to give Barton athletes every opportunity to keep succeeding at the regional and national levels. Join the Cougar Booster Club as an individual or business. Call 620-792-9377. Become a booster today. Go Cougars.
Dr. Nels here, Animal Medical Center, and today we want to give a shout out to all the supporting cast at these basketball games. We have some great young men and young women on the court, but we also have some great young men and women playing their instruments, cheering, dancing, all those things. Let's clap for them. When they perform and get done, let's show them a round of applause, show them some love as well, because they deserve it. Dr. Nels here, Animal Medical Center, large or small, we take care of them all.
As a farmer, I have thousands of more mouths to feed than the average person. What fuels me to get the job done? The smell of the soil and the hum of the combine. What fuels my equipment? Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, a premium diesel fuel for the most challenging conditions. Better than any formula yet, delivering maximum uptime every time. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, fueled by innovation, powered to perform.
Contact American Plains Co-op Fuel Department in Great Bend, your certified Cenex distributor.
Community bankers should actually know your community. Hi, I'm Sean Powson, president of your local equity bank. As someone who lives here, I know many of you and I know what's important to you. I've been in the industry a long time and I've helped many navigate through financial challenges and lead them to financial opportunities. I believe that people bank with people, so I'd like to invite you to stop by one of our region's 5 locations and meet our friendly, helpful staff. Let us show you our commitment to serving you and our communities. Because at Equity Bank, we're right here beside you. Member FDIC.
Sports Day is presented by Barton Community College and the Cougar Athletic Department. Sports Day on 1590 KVGB and 95.5 FM.
Sports Day also brought to you today by the Barton Cougar Booster Club, continuing their efforts to make the Barton Athletic Department the best in the country. And C&E Doors, your full-service garage door company. Follow the orange sign south of 10th and Harrison in Great Bend. State wrestling coming up Friday for Class 4A. That means a trip to the Salina Tony's Pizza Event Center. And the Larned Indians will be represented well on the girls' side as they will have 5 wrestlers that have qualified, and we're going to meet them today. But first of all, let's talk to the coach, Matt Slater. Congratulations, Coach, getting 5 into the state tournament. How satisfied were you to come out of that regional and qualify 5 for state?
I was pretty happy with our performance. We put ourselves where we could probably qualify 7, but a couple fell short, and that's okay. But those are the life lessons they learn, and we got 5 to qualify, 4 thirds and 1 fifth to represent us this weekend.
So, is this the first year 4A was separate?
Yes. The previous year for girls, it was 5A, 6A combined, and then 4, 3, 2, 1 for the other girls tournament. But now girls on the girls side, it's just exploded. A lot of teams have full teams, We even had about the same amount of girls as we did boys this year. So girls are well represented, and now they have their own tournament to get a medal.
So how was the regional different this year then, as far as it did? Because you had like super regional.
The only difference was it was a super regional, probably because a lot of places have a hard time hosting a regional anyways. But McPherson put on a super regional for us, and it made it a 2-day tournament because some of those brackets had upper 20s, so they had to have their match limit watched, so we had to make it a 2-day tournament instead of a 1.
What are your expectations going into Salina Friday?
We have a few returner state qualifiers, so they know what it's about. Some of their goals fell short last year, and I think they want a little redemption now. So I think they have high hopes to get on that podium. We got a couple freshmen qualifiers, so they're going to see what it's about, but I believe they can make some noise in their own terms and be able to get a few wins, I think.
Who are returning to state this year?
We got Kara and Tegan.
Okay. All right. Let's meet them. Okay, Tegan, you are the grizzled veteran. You're the senior, right? Yeah. Okay. The senior on the team. Congratulations. How's it feel to be going to state?
I was hoping from the beginning, and I'm happy I made it this far, and I'm hoping to place on the podium this year.
Okay, talk about the regional. Now, you knew you were in when you were wrestling for third place, though, right?
Right.
Okay. So, tell me about the third place match that you ended up picking up a win in.
I was scared going into it, even though I already qualified, but just wanted to get third over fourth just to make me feel a little bit better and place me better for state.
Okay, what are your expectations going into Salina on Friday? I mean, how excited are you right now? Because it is Wednesday. You still got a couple days to go here.
I hope to get at least place, but I have to look at one match at a time, get through that.
All right, Kara, you're going back again. Congratulations. How did you feel coming out of regional? Do you feel like you wrestled well?
Yeah, I feel like I wrestled very well. Just like I got my head a little bit on my semifinals match, but I'm not going to let that happen.
What happened?
I was just really nervous, not ready. I didn't really be aggressive.
Is it, so when you go to state, do you know the brackets right now?
Yeah.
Who do you have first up?
Someone I've already beat previously, but...
Well, that's got to make you feel pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it makes me feel confident for my first match.
What would you be satisfied with going to state?
Just
and coming home with it?
Placing. I want to end with a win, though.
That would be good. Okay, and the freshman, Miranda Nolde. Miranda, congratulations. How does it feel for you to get qualified for state in your first year?
It feels good.
How long have you been wrestling?
This is my third year.
Okay, so when girls wrestling was added, how excited were you?
I was pretty happy about it.
So as you go to the state tournament, do you know who your first round opponent's going to be?
Never wrestled her before.
Okay, so how do you handle that when you go in? Maybe that unfamiliarity, just go in and try to do what you do, or how do you do
I
that?
just go in and do my best.
What is your style? What's your strength on the mat?
Like, what do you mean?
What kind of wrestler are you?
Mostly offensive.
Okay. Okay. I'm not into wrestling too much, so you guys are going to have to help me through this a little bit. So I will do this, okay? Kara, describe how Miranda wrestles.
She's aggressive.
Okay.
Sometimes. She's really good on top. Like, she's strong.
Okay. Coach, if you want to come back in here real quick and talk about these three young ladies, then we'll get our two remaining wrestlers up here. Talk about these three girls that are going to go to state for you.
Okay. Kara, she's our shooter. She's got to stay offensive. She's got to be the one that scores the points. Like she said earlier, her semifinal match, she kind of let the girl dictate the match, and but we've learned our lesson, and she's going to stay offensive continuously through the match. Tegan, on the other hand, she's kind of the bulldog. Believe it or not, she spent her first 2 years playing basketball instead of wrestling, but we're glad she made the switch, and she's kind of a meanie out there. She's a senior at the lightest weight, and a lot of those girls are freshmen, so she capitalizes on it, and she pretty much tackles the girls and pins them.
You go, girl. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, and then Miranda, like we said, she's a freshman. She's learning it, but she's bringing that kids club experience. She was a kids club wrestler. Her brothers wrestled, so she's been around it for quite a long time, and she's just learning how to do it, and she's really tough on top. So when we get through the first period, we usually just choose top, and she usually gets that pin with a cradle or a half. So. Yep.
Okay, well, while we have Maya and Paisley move in here, tell me about Maya Munden and Paisley Weisbrod.
Maya is one of our veteran wrestlers. She's just grown dramatically through these years in high school. Last year, she kind of fell short at regionals, and she kind of took that to heart. She worked really, really hard this summer. She went to camps, and and it showed. She's gradually gotten better every week this season, and she continuously beat ranked opponents all season long. And now they finally gave her a little respect, and she's ranked number 5th right now. So kudos to her, and hopefully she makes it happen this weekend.
Okay.
And then Paisley is our freshman. I would say she's kind of the disruptor. She makes people frustrated because her style, she slows the match down. She usually wins by a point or two, which kind of frustrates some kids. She constantly stays in a good position. And then she capitalizes on the frustration that those opponents show, and she has lost to a couple girls here and there, but every time she's gotten closer. And the last time she wrestled, how many times did you wrestle that Smoky Valley girl? 3?
4.
4. So 3 times, and then the 4th time we were like 2 seconds away from beating her, and she's ranked. So. She's getting there. It's more of a confidence thing for her right now. I think if she just establishes that confidence that she has and needs, she'll end up on that podium this weekend.
Okay, Maya, so you came up short at regionals last year.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, so how much was that a driving force as you went, after last season going into this year?
Well, last year it was really shattering to me to lose that match. To go to state, so I really took that to heart and worked on it this summer. And I set a goal to go to state this year, and I've achieved that. So I'm pretty proud of myself for that.
What areas did you improve on the most in your wrestling?
I'd say technique. Now I feel like I really know what I'm doing on the mat, and I've just improved a lot on knowing what to do.
What are your feelings here? It's Wednesday. You're getting ready to go wrestle on Friday. What are you just thinking right now?
Well, I'm mainly excited about it, but I am nervous. I think once I get by the mat and warming up, I'll be pretty nervous, but I'm mostly excited.
Paisley, that was a pretty good description by Coach Slater there about your wrestling style. How did you develop that?
Just over the years, I have just developed it basically going off of what the girls will give me.
Coming in as a freshman, is this kind of what you were saying? I want to go and I want to qualify for state as a freshman.
That was my goal for the season.
Did you think you had a good shot at it?
Yes.
Okay, so how'd the season go for you? Did you see a lot of improvement from maybe your first match of the year to where you got to your third place match that you ended up wrestling at regional?
Yes, I have had quite a lot of improvement over this season, and it's because of my coaches.
Okay, so what do you think here on a Wednesday as you're getting ready to go wrestle on Friday in your first state meet as a freshman?
I'm ready to see these girls.
Okay. Who are you wrestling first, you know?
A girl who her record is 28-10, so we have very similar records.
Okay. Well, guys, good luck to all of you. Coach Slater, thanks for coming in here today. And I guess what are your feelings here a couple days before you guys head to Salina?
I'm pretty excited, but I've been doing this for over 20 years, so it's just another weekend. I heard was it your birthday?
Yeah.
Well, mine too. So usually my birthday is always associated with wrestling. So the best birthday present is bringing home the hardware. So I like to share that with the kids that get to experience it, and it's good times. But definitely it's a good challenge for all of us. We're kind of in a classification that's in between. You know, we were up in the air if we were going to go 4A or 3-2-1A. Then when the count came out, we were like 2-3 schools above the count. So with the girls, we knew it was going to be okay because most of the girls are kind of at the same place. They're learning the sport still. There's just a wide open way to go get it if they want it. And these girls have shown that with the hard work and determination, you can make it happen. Boys, we knew it was going to be a lot tougher. 4A boys is a gauntlet, and we put ourselves in a position to where we could qualify for, but only one of them got there. But
we didn't mention Connor, I guess.
Yep. And he's going to gain this experience that he needs and bring it into the room next year, and get more kids to buy in and want it as much as he does, and we'll have a few more boys qualify next year.
Coach, thanks for bringing the gals over today. Good luck, guys, this weekend in Salina. Larned High School Wrestling Talk today on Sports Day. We'll check in with Gerard Welbrock, voice of the Fort Hays State Tigers. That's next.
Seeing doors, this is Eddie.
Papa, what are you getting off for Valentine's Day?
Well, Hadley, February is the month of love, and nothing shows love like a new garage door.
You're not just saying that because you own the company, are you, Papa?
Well, maybe a little, but honestly, a new garage door can really brighten up the home.
So, what are you getting off for Valentine's Day?
You go, Hadley.
C&E Doors. Follow the orange sign south of 10th and Harrison, Great Bend.
Jumpstart your education with Barton Online. You can pick up a class or earn an associate degree for less than half the cost of a university. We are always enrolling. Start when it works for you. Choose from 5 sessions throughout the semester, including 16, 8, and 4-week options. Save big on the way toward your career or tackle your gen eds with our low-cost pathway. Visit online.bartoncccc.edu and enroll today.
Sports, leisure, fitness and wellness, even senior and adaptive needs, it's all here at Great Bend Rec. Pick up a program guide or stop by the rec office at 1214 Stone in Great Bend. Or check out the website, greatbendrec.com. Live, play, explore at the rec.
It's all here at Great Bend Rec. Live, play, explore at the rec.
When it comes to car maintenance, it's good to know a local guy that can get things done. The Eller family has been in the auto repair business in Great Bend forever. Greg Eller continues that long tradition of helping people. Eller Automotive Repair specializes in wheel alignments, oil changes, and general maintenance for all makes and models of cars and small trucks. Open 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday, 8 to 4 Fridays. Eller Automotive Repair at 915 Morton, right behind Great Bend Appliance, Furniture, and Sleep Source, 10th and Morton.
Some people call him Gerard. Most people just call him Grr. It's time for Tiger Talk on Sports Day with the voice of the Fort Hays State Tigers. Here's Gerard Welbrock.
Indeed, Gerard Welbrock. He's working tonight. And when's the last time you did a game on Wednesday? I guess probably at the MIAA tournament. But, yeah, you got basketball tonight, big guy.
Yeah, and I haven't had a play on a Wednesday for quite a while. I have to go check. When we first joined the MIAA, they did Wednesday, Saturday, and there's still some teams that do because the travel's closer, but Fort Hays doesn't hardly ever. But it's been a while. We were supposed to play in Emporia on a Wednesday a couple weeks ago. That's when the weather came in. They moved it to Thursday, so it's been a while. Yeah, it's kind of strange. I have to keep reminding we got a game tonight.
Okay, Gerard, set the stage for us. What a big weekend for both the men and women. We'll start with the women who took care of Pittsburgh State on Saturday, 76-60. Huge crowd at the Coliseum. How about those Tigers on Saturday?
Yeah, it was a good win. Played really, really well. Got off to a tremendous start, which they've really done a good job of doing here lately. And Pitt made a couple of runs, but every time Fort Hays State had a nice answer for them. They were locked in and ready to go. That was fun to see, and that's obviously a big win for them as they try to, they still could win the MIAA, still a game back in the standings. They'll be fit to lose, and Fort Hays State would need to win out. But, region rankings come out later today. We'll see where Fort Hays State sits in that. But that game will obviously have a lot of bearing on that. And then they play Kearney tonight and then turn around and play Kearney again on Saturday. The Opals are a 19-win team, so those will be two big games. If you can find a way to win them both, which won't be easy, you really put yourself in a good position to, kind of what Pitt does, win the MIAA, but get the one seed for the tournament, and then maybe still host a regional the week after that. So a lot on the line, no doubt.
How much did the men help themselves over the weekend?
Yeah, that was big. They're third right now in the latest KPI ratings, which it's a mathematical formula. There's too much math involved. I just wait till they post it and don't worry about it. And then that's where they are in the standings. Pitt's still ahead of them in second and has one less conference loss. But that was big. And, and I think for them, if they can win out, which Kearney's way better than their record. I mean, they've got a lot of new faces. They've been playing really well since Christmas, and very athletic and good three-point shooting team. So they're going to be a tough challenge. But if you find a way somehow, and depending on how things shake out, even with one win, you could avoid. For the men, ideally they get a play on Thursday, and then if you win, you get a day off, and then Saturday, get Friday off, Saturday, Sunday. I think if they get put in position after maybe do 3 in a row in Kansas City, to win it will be hard just with all their ailments, which we've talked about all season long. But day off would be huge. I mean, they're going to need to win out and get some help. And if they do that, that is a possibility. So, they help themselves a lot. And, we'll see in the region rankings. Fort Hays wasn't in the top 10 under consideration. I think they a pretty good feeling they were 11. So we'll see what happens there. They're a long shot for the NCAA, but certainly left the door open with that win.
Is this a makeup game, Gerard? Because
yes.
I was going to say this is
back in early January. They were supposed to play them on a Tuesday, like the second week of January, but that was on the heels of that snowstorm and ice storm where they got stranded in Kansas City for 2 days.
Oh yeah.
And didn't get home until late Monday. And Kearney, give them credit, they understood. It's like we're in no position to play a game tonight, and the roads were still bad. That's when they had all the ice and then the 8 or 9 inches of snow. So this is the makeup for that game.
That's kind of a unique situation, then, isn't it? It's like a home.
They did play with COVID. The women did anyway. Played Kearney back to back in the shortened COVID year, and had because of different things, and had to alter the schedule. So that was 4 years ago. So it hasn't been as long as I thought it was, but it was pretty unique to play teams back to back, one at home, one on the road, which. I mean, it does make it interesting for preparation. Usually you faced everybody by now, and to play them twice in 1 week. And, for the Kearney women, they've got they've kind of hit a tough patch, 4-4 in their last 8. They're hanging on the thread for the NCAA. These are huge games for them. So, no doubt Fort Hays State's going to catch their best shot tonight and then again at their place in a couple of nights.
How excited were you when they canceled that game at Kearney after the snowstorm?
I wasn't disappointed at all. I got home. I got home before the team. I was able to get through it and just drove slow and made it. And I get it. I mean, it would not have gone well to play those games. And then you had the roads still weren't great. They were better. That was the right move. So, I wasn't disappointed. It would have been nice having a whole week this week, but that's the way it goes.
Okay, so next Wednesday, you're going to be at the RMAC tournament. I mean, the RMAC tournament. Yeah,
yeah, possibly. Don't know yet.
Okay.
I think with the men's win, I mean, again, it's the KPI, it's ratings, it's all that. I don't believe they would fall enough to have to play on Wednesday. So I think the earliest they'll play is Thursday, which would be ideal. The men more than likely may not even play till Friday. The women, if they can win one of these two, I think, and if they can win both, they'll definitely won't play they'll play on Thursday and have Friday off because they'll be a top 2 seed. So yeah, I don't think they could fall far enough to have to play on Wednesday. So I would not be at the tournament yet on Wednesday.
All right, very good. Gerard, thanks so much. And, keep those Tigers going, man. It's been an exciting season up there.
It's really been a fun year. It really has. And Saturday was electric. That felt like the old days of the Coliseum. It was pretty cool.
All right, Gerard Welbrock, voice of the Fort Hays State Tigers, with us here on Sports Day.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
It's Sports Day on 1590 KVGB and 95.5 FM. Presented by Barton Community College and the Cougar Athletic Department.
Yeah, I can't believe I called it the RMAC tournament. Hey, that's what I used to know it as back in the day, the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. But that was a long time ago. All right, some other headlines today. I hope they do this because the Cincinnati Bengals plan to make All-Pro wide receiver Jamar Chase the highest-paid non-quarterback in the NFL. Coach Zach Taylor added the team also wants to extend T. Higgins' contract and continue giving Joe Burrow the playmakers that help make him one of the league's most dynamic passing attacks. The only thing in the NFL, if you have all your high-paid guys on the offensive side of the football, you will soon discover that you're going to have to score 35 to 40 points a game. That's why the Chiefs let Tyreek Hill walk. I'm just saying, I mean, maybe it'll work out. Maybe they can outscore everybody. I don't know. It's going to be pretty tough. All right, coming up tomorrow on the show, Great Bend basketball. Kyle Cree will be in. Hopefully brings a couple players with him. We'll get you ready for Hays High. Bounce back time for the Panthers. And we'll also give you a little preview. Mike Escher, before he heads out west, go to Holcomb, talking about Houston Cardinal basketball as well. So that's going to be on the Thursday show here on Sports Day. 1590 KVGB, 95.5 FM. Have a great afternoon, everybody.